We are picking winners and cooking up wins.
Come on.
Let's go.
This is the Morgan MMT'S Horse Racing Handicapping Podcast. Coming to you live here from Santa Anita Park, doing the pick six for you. Races 7 through 12. And before we get started here, let's bring in our analysts. We got Zach Magic Chip Z in the house.
Yeah, it's going to be a lovely day tomorrow. I'm ready to go. Let's get it started. Let's go.
And then we have Gary Play G.
Let's keep hope alive. We got another chance again this Saturday. Let's see if we can't make something big happen. Let's go.
I'm your host, Dennis on the Grill D, along with production, racing facts and our analyst. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
All right, ta-da, let's go ahead and bring us into this first race down here. Looks like it's a turf race down here at Santa Anita Park.
Yes, it is a turf race. On the grill, it's a maiden special. These are 3-year-olds, fillies. The purse is $65,000. Here's the field. The 1 horse is Say Bella at 5-2. The 2 horses Straker at 12-1. The 3 horses Stubborn at 10-1. The 4 horses Tight Squeeze at 8-1. The 5 horses Timekeeper's Charm at 20-1. The 6 horses Ride Gold at 7-2. The 7 horses Less is More at 5-1. The 8 horses Adverse Selection at 20-1. The 9 horses Wildcat Dancing at 30-1. The 10 horses Maria Tall Chief at 6-1. The 11 horses Baby Kelso at 30-1. And the 12 horses Enjoy at 31. It's a big field, and that is the field.
Okay, with that, Dennis on the Grill D, let me step in here real quick. I went to the 7 horse Less is More as my number 1 pick in this race. I like the fact that they're still on the turf and shortening it up for this horse here, who ran pretty good back in October 26th in that 6.5 furlong that he ran, or that she ran. And also, this is a Red Dam Racing horse here owner. So I kind of like that setup with this particular racing organization, along with Doug O'Neill, who usually handles that with them. And then my second pick went to Sarah Bella. You know, I had a dog named Bella. Beautiful
Say
dog.
Bella. Say Bella.
There we go.
Hey, Bella.
And that's going to be my second pick in this one, with Blaze riding this horse again for the second time out. Looks pretty decent in this position. And then my third pick went to the number 6 horse, Ridge Gold. It's got my high prime power number there. We don't know what this horse can do on the turf. It's been running on the dirt, but it does have some turf breeding in it. So Hernandez is up. Let's see what they can do. And with that, let's go to Zach Statman, Magic Chef Z.
All right, I took 3 horses here. My number 1 pick is going to be Say Bella, the 1 horse, just based on the buyer's number. Second time around, the horse ran up on a 108-3. Second of how many horses? 9. Even though he's 5 lengths back, that was a real good race. You know, second time around, this horse might just light him up. My second choice is going to be the 3 horse Stubborn. I just like the way the horse ran on the dirt last time. Even though the horse lost by 20 lengths last and 20 lengths behind, the horse was up on a 44-1 and a 109-3. They're taking the blinkers off this time. The horse is out of Viatil, who's out of Violence, who's a real good sire, even for dirt and turf. So I just like the way that horse ran out front. Beto Raspoli gets on this time. McCartney is the trainer. They had a 25% clip, jockey trainer combination. So I'm figuring this horse has got a good shot here. And then the last horse I'm going to take is the 2 horse Striker. I just like the works on this horse. It's on February 16th. He ran 4 furlongs and a 46-3 out the gate. And he's got these subtle little gate runs, you know, good sire for the grass out of these dad's caps. And this could be a nice little 12-1 shot. You know, make that pick 6 fat. Okay, so those are my 3. Those are my choices.
Okay, and with that, let's go to Gary. Play G. You're on mute there, Gary.
I really think we're gonna have to change the order on this thing. I mean, we almost had the exact same thing, you know. It's like crazy. But I like Sibella, you know, just because the horse showed it the first time out, and that was a good race, got an 85, maybe able to get out in the front and never look back. You know, it's 6 furlongs, had a little tightener, could come right back. But these races, these maiden races that are straight maiden, these trainers are looking for a first timer they can put in there and snatch up a win. So I also like Striker because just for the reasons that Magic Chef gave there, they paid 50,000 for the horse, so she's in there. She could do good. And then first time the trainers out of 18 times, he's at a 28% win clip. That's Ryan Hansen, first time coming out. So the horse has the works and all that. But I also got to keep on my ticket this filly here, putting on the blinkers, a 3 horse. Stubborn just sound like, well, maybe she'll be stubborn out there. You know what I mean? Just come out there. She has a race under her belt where she closed. You know, she's not a first timer, but that you got to respect that 46 and change. You know, if she's working like that, especially among these, you got to give her some respect. And they also going to Rispoli, and they're at a 28% clip. Him and the jockey and trainer on wins. McCarthy's a good trainer. So we'll go with that gray horse over there and see what she can do. They paid 95, almost 100 grand for her. Let's see if she can return some of that money. Those are my 3. Those are my picks.
Who's your single?
My single's a 1 horse. Little Bella.
Okay. And with that, let's go to Tada.
Okay, this is my all race. More than half the field are first time starters, and I'm using one, but I'm using number 13. Enjoy. Enjoy the owner trainer combo. The jockey is at 50% wins at this printing. Her family data first time racing win percentage is 67%. First time on the turf, 33% winning. So I'm really I know it's a 30 to 1, but that's who I like.
Well, she don't know it.
Exactly. I like number 3, Stubborn. Closed well first race to show speed the second race. Gonzalez goes to the 12, gets off of Stubborn and goes to the 12. Enjoy. And Raspoli takes the ride. I also like number 7. She was a length and a half behind the winner of that stakes race. Less is more. Come catch her if you can. Second time on Lexus, Hernandez gets off. Not first time he gets off a winner if she wins. But he goes to number 6, Ride Gold. I like Ride Gold, whose works are faster since her last race, and they were out of the gate. And then you got to add number 1, Say Bella, who ran well in the first race and is the morning line favorite. So I got a lot of picks here. So that's my all race. Single in the 12.
Oh, yeah. The other thing about that 12 is owner trainer.
Yeah. I think I mentioned that.
I don't know if
Owner
you did.
trailer. Yeah.
Owner trainer.
Okay.
30 to 1.
Well, with that, let's head over to race number 8.
Race 8. Race 8 is another maiden special race. They ain't playing. The 6 furlongs. These are 3-year-olds. And the purse is $65,000. Here's the field. The 1 horse is Oakley Smile at 15 to 1. The 2 horses Western Freedom at 5 to 1. The 3 horses Outworker at 10 to 1. The 4 horses Silver I Am at 12 to 1. The 5 horses Drop the Bit at 30 to 1. The 6 horses Keeping Thunder at 30 to 1. The 7 horses Beer Buzz at 5 to 2. The 8 horses Damascel at 7 to 2. The 9 horses Falcon Wings at 30 to 1. The 10 horses Fix It Quick at 15 to 1. The 11 horses Far Overloaded at 30 to 1. The 12 horses Gemini Buzz at 8 to 1. And the 13 is Horizon Wildcat at 15 to 1. Another large field, and that's the field.
Okay, Dennis on the Grill D here. I'm telling you, boy, this should be my all race, but I got another one down here for my all race. So let's look at it this way. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Damata in this race. I'm going to take the 4 horse with Damata and Hernandez. This horse is getting gelded for the first time. We'll come out with blinkers and Lasix. I think Damata knows what he's doing in this race. The horse has been off since February. Coming back in, has been running on a regular basis. So his training looks good, consistent. Um, that's going to be my number 1 pick. So I'm going to go with that as my number 1 pick on the 4. And then I also like the 2 here, Western Freedom, American Freedom horse here. Ran that 58-4 on March 16th, I think it is. Still showing that he's pretty strong. The jockey's still back in the saddle here, same jock. Brian has a good chance that this horse can come out and show what he needs to show. Then I went down here to the 7 horse, Beer Buzz. Stay Thirsty horse getting blinkers for the first time. This horse can also come in here and disrupt everything. I like these Stay Thirsty horses when they first come out, first, second run. This horse was willing last time, second best of the field of 5. Still, the works are still strong here too. And then I shot up here to the 5 horse, my long shot in here. Just hasn't had a chance to prove anything except for horse has been running at a much higher amount at 75K. So they just may have been running them out there just to run them out there. You know what I mean? This Antonio Garcia, he'll slip one in like this. This is where he tried to make his horse look bad, and all of a sudden, it comes up with this long shot win. So the 5 is going to be on my ticket as my long shot. Will be in my exotic play. And then the last one I had here is the 1 horse, Oakley Smile. First time out, that March 6th with that 47-2 out the gate. The signal that this horse may be just hiding here somewhere. So those are going to be my picks. And also the dame of that horse is 3 winners, 3 starts. And the trainer's 25% at sprints. And breeding suits today's sprint distance. So if I'm going to put a horse on here that's first time out, would be the 1. And with that, let's go to Zach, Magic Chef Z.
Yeah, I ended up taking a single here. I'll put my marbles on Beer Buzz, the number 7 horse. He's putting on the blinkers. He ran pretty fast the last time out too. Ran a 44 flat on going 6.5 furlongs the first time out for a young maiden here. So that's gonna be my 1 and only pick. I might consider Western Freedom later on down the line, but he's moving up in class, and he ran that 58-4. It looks pretty good, but right now I'm sold on the number 7 as my single pick here.
Okay, and with that, let's go to Gary. I play G.
You're on mute.
On mute, Big Z. G.
I like 2 horses in this race. You may be familiar with the names. One of them is Beer Buzz, who showed a lot in that first race. But my best pick is going to go to Western Freedom. I like the 58 work there. Looks like the horse is ready to go. Showed some first time out. I'm going to give him the chance to free himself up. That'd be my second. That'd be my best pick, and those are my only 2.
Okay, and with that,
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
You
sounds
great.
real familiar. Sounds real familiar.
You great.
I think we need to change some order because that's my single, number 2. Western Freedom. He should win this. He ran in that 50,000 maiden claimer on January 18th, and looked like the people said, wait, what? Hold on, we got something here, and put him in this maiden special. So the straight maiden. So I'm agree with them. That's my single, number 2, Western Freedom.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can't deny. You can't deny Western Freedom will be somewhere in the pack, and it just may be at the wire. But anyway, let's head on over to race number 9, and we'll turn that over to Zidane.
All righty.
Okay. All righty.
Race number 9.
Yes.
Race 9. What is this? This is my race. 6.5 furlongs. You know, I like that 6.5 furlongs downhill. Let's see. It is allowance race, and the person is $67,000. These are 4-year-olds and up. Here's the field. The 1 horse is Sir Rocket at 10-1. The 2 horse is Raising the Stakes at 30-1. The 3 horse is Cousin Richie at 30-1. The 4 horse is Uncle Chili at 3-1. The 5 horse is Brazenly at 10-1. The 6 horse is Chrome Flash at 10-1. The 7 horse is Smiling Beast at 6-1. The 8 horse is Piper's Causeway at 6-1. The 9 horse is Where's the Loot at 20-1. The 10 horse is Private Jim at 7-2. The 11 horse is Idaho Once at 20-1. The 12 horse is Catman Sue at 15-1. And the also eligible is number 13, Wind Ribbon at 8-1. Another huge field. That's the field.
Boy, this was a tough one for me. I had 4 picks in this race, but I'm stuck between the 4 and the 10. Uncle Chili is being my number 1 pick. And boy, Juan Hernandez is back in the saddle on that one with Mike Paeo. How do you say his name? Mike.
I don't see his
Is
way.
it Pew? It's
What's his-
Puype. But anyway,
4 horse? The 4 horse?
the 4 horse.
Pipey.
Where is that?
Perpy,
Oh,
like burpee,
I
Bybee,
don't know.
Perpy.
Pipey.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah, let's go there.
And then Slugoo Racing is a good racing organization. They have this horse. They're the owners of this horse, the number 4, Uncle Chili. So I'm still undecided, but I'm looking at luck too. I got a Gat horse here, Mark Glack and Rispoli. I'm gonna go with them.
What number is that?
Number 10, Private Jim. It's got my number 1 prime power number there. Horse was the favorite last time out. Rispoli's back in the saddle again. I'm going to swing to the 10 horse as being my number 1 pick. The 4 is on my ticket. I also looked at the number 12 here, Cat's Mansu. This is a cat burglar sire here. This horse also has an opportunity with Burials up. You know, you can't leave Burials out the game. And then the last pick I had on here was a 7 horse, Smiling Beast. Smiling Beast is last time out down at Del Mar. You know, he set the pace on the inside and folded, but he was running. That was in one of those state races. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here also. And these 4 may have to be on my ticket. It's hard to separate those for me. But those are my picks. And with that, and with the 10 being my favorite, let's go to Zach, Magic Chef Z.
Yeah, I'm on that same page. Number 10, Private Jen's going to be my number 1 pick as well. I like how they bet him down to almost even money. They knew this horse out the gate was going to be pretty tough, you know, being away for 2 years or so. So that's going to be my number 1 pick. I took 5 horses in this race, by the way. So I like the 10. I also like the horse on the outside, Wind Ribbon. The number 13, that grass race that the horse ran on, it said he inside studied and shuffled. And there was a couple of horses in here, you know, he ran against here along with Uncle Chili. So horse had some difficulty. I think the horse can come right back. Frisia is up. Got Miller time training. So they got a good jockey trainer combination at 90%. So I'm going to use that horse as well. I also like the number 7 horse, Smiling Beast. Hasn't been, you know, he won a good run. He ran pretty well last time out. It was on the dirt. It was in a stakes race. Spit it out at the end. It was only 4 horses, but he was 12 lengths back on a 109-4. But he hadn't been out in 6 months or so. So I might have to use that horse. I also like the number 1 horse, Skyrocket, based on the last run. He won his maiden win, going 6 furlongs. Ran it at a 109. That was a real good run. Just don't know what this horse can do this time around. You know, out of Sir Prancelot. And the last one is going to be Uncle Chili. Just don't know what this horse is going to do. It might be ready. Closed last time. Hernandez is back up. Pipey, good trainer jockey combination at 33%. So those are my 5. I might whittle it down more, but hopefully the outside horse gets scratched, and that'll help me in my selections.
Okay, and with that, let's go to Gary. Turn your mic on.
Gee.
Hot plate.
Hey man,
Gary,
I was
hot plate
gonna
G.
turn my mic on. I got it under control over here. I know what's up.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, now here we go. I like 2 horses in the race. You know, let's not fart around out here. Let's make it happen. I like the 10 as well. You know, after the things that you guys said, you know, it looks pretty good. But I gotta like Chillywood, man. I gotta like Chilly in there, man. I think I'll go Chill in there, man. Look at this. The 7-horse race, right? And these horses weren't any slouches. You know, Double Jab ain't no joke. That's a fighting racehorse there. And I think this horse here, Uncle Chilly, may have some bad luck in there, but he was coming to get it. I mean, he closed almost 4 lengths in the stretch. He was running second to last, and they unleashed him late. I think Juan won't make the same mistake. He's gonna be ready. This horse gonna be fired. He's gonna be on his tiptoes. I'm taking Uncle Willie as my best pick, and I'll take the 10 horse as my backup because he may have a little bounce in his ounce. And that's it for me, y'all. And I'm out.
All right, the dice on you.
What he said. Uncle Chilly and Juan Hernandez. This is Juan's second time getting to ride him, and that closed down the stretch. You can't beat that. So that's my single. But I also like Chrome Flash. Chrome Flash, 3rd time downhill. You know, I like horses who've been here, who's done this. This ain't no easy task, this downhill course. And then I also like Piper's Causeway. This is Aguilar's second ride with him and their second time on this downhill course. And they could win this too. So those are my picks, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate?
Yeah.
All right. So with that, let's head over to race number 10.
Okay.
Yeah, Chrome Flash. He's been in the mix.
Oh,
Here we go. 10th race. 10th race is a stakes race. It's a 500,000 guaranteed, the San Anita Derby grade.
Guaranteed.
Here we go. These are 3-year-olds. They're going a mile and an eighth on the dirt. Here's the field. The 1 horse is Journalism at 6-5. 2 horses Citizen Bull is 9-5. The 3 horses Westwood at 20-1. The 4 horses Barnes at 3-1. And the 5 horses Beza at 6-1. That's the field.
okay. Well, you know, I've been looking at this race and looking at this race and looking at this race. I was trying to go between Citizen Bull and Journalism. And, you know, I think Baffert has a good horse. I mean, both these horses are going to end up running at the Kentucky Derby. And I just think that Journalism with Curlin, that Curlin sire in them, may just have the winning edge. I'm just going to put my marbles in the box, and I'm going to go with Journalism. I like the closing style. I don't think you have to win up front. There's going to be a lot of horses in that Kentucky Derby running up front. There's only been one other horse that I remember that actually ran this early, like in April, and then came back and won in May and won the Kentucky Derby, and that was Justified. Justified didn't have any losses. He won all of his races. But this particular horse here has only lost his first race. Justified won its first race. So I'm gonna swing to this horse. And even though I see all those wins that Citizen Bull has, I'm still laying on the line. And my bet's gonna go, my only bet in this race, to the number 1 horse, 6-5 coming in. Rispoli up, Journalism. And with that, let's go to Zach, Magic Chip Z.
Yeah, I had to end up taking 2 horses. My number 1 pick is going to be Citizen Bull, just because last year he ran in grade 1 races. That's the only reason I'm taking this horse on top. And then he came back in February, ran the grade 3, controlled the pace, and kind of won easy. That could have just been a warm up for what's to come. He's got some real good works coming back. So that's going to be my number one. Bob Baffert, come on. Garcia, he's the one who's been winning on the horse. Every time he rides and he wins. So that's going to be my number one pick. And I also like Journalism, the one horse. Good buyers, a 108 last time. That's what's scary about this horse. And that's why I'm afraid of not taking him as my number one pick, but I'm going to take Citizen Bull and Journalism as my second choice on the rail.
Okay. With that, let's go to Gary. Hot Plate G.
Don't get funny, man. I told you I got it under control. My fingertips, I'm in there tapping that mute. It wasn't going through. I got it. Okay, here we go. The Kentucky Derby little players in here running for some money here. And I like 3 horses. The 2 you guys just mentioned, which are the favorites in the race there. But I can't see how Magic Chef built on his boy Barnes. I think Barnes can run, man. I think Barnes just need a little tune-up. He hadn't ran since January, and he ran into a bullet with Journalism. I think this horse is going to come out fresher. This is going to be his 4th race, this 3rd race this year. I think he's ready to come bang up. He's quite the horse. They spent $3 million, over $3 million for this horse. I don't think I'm gonna make it my number one pick though. I think you're silly if you don't put all of these on here. You gotta have all 3 of them on there. If we do like a Eureka stuff, you gotta have those 3 or because Barnes will fool around upset them. Just depend on who feel like running on tomorrow. Out of those 3. He got wheels, man. Don't think he don't. You're fooling around surprised you sitting up there 3-1. I see like a 5-2. Wait a minute, there comes Barnes. He was the big favorite last time, odds on. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big favorite, odds on. He looked like he got a little tired. Okay, let him go. The big money's the next one, and then when I go to the Derby. So
Who you signaling?
Barnes. I got Barnes to come back and do his thing, man. I may change in the morning, but right now, I'm going with Big Tim. I'm going with Barnes.
Okay, Tadao, who you got?
I got Citizen Bull, number 2. Only time Citizen Bull, just as Magic Chef said, is not won is when Garcia wasn't riding. Otherwise, they like each other. I bet on that. Plus the $2 million win. Plus can win in the front and off the pace. Plus Citizen Bull loves to win. Plus 2 for 2 at Santa Anita. So what is a mile and 1/8? Mile and 1/8, mile and 1/8. I'm going with number 2, Citizen Bull.
Okay, it's going to be a great race day tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But with that, let's go over to race number 11 and turn that over to Tada.
Ain't about
Race
there for
11. Ooh, here we go. 6.5 furlongs downhill.
Oh my goodness.
The optional claimant of $50,000. The person $67,000. Here's the field. Montjica at 15-1. That's the 1 horse. 2 horses is Decia at 30-1. The 3 horses Miss Mandalay at 12-1. The 4 horses Soho at 5-1. The 5 horses Miss Roberts at 8-1. The 6 horses Thermal at 20-1. The 7 horses Summer Lake at 20-1. The 8 horses Not a Sinner at 7-2. The 9 horses Diamo Ragazza at 15-1. 10 horses Nene Diamond at 3-1. The 11 horses Shocking Gray at 6-1. The 12 horses Quick Kate at 30-1. The also eligibles, number 13 Shin Jedi at 20-1. And the 14 is Needlepoint at 15-1. That's the field. Another huge field.
Okay, Dennis on the grill D. I went for a long shot horse here going down the hill. I took the 12 horse, Quick Kate. But let me just tell you this. This is my all race.
Somebody's crazy.
But if the 14 gets in, that's exactly who I want. Needlepoint. Needlepoint will be my number one pick coming into this race. Will be Needlepoint. So that's who I like. I like the 12, and then you know, I can throw them all in here. I have a case for every horse in here that could actually win this race. So I'm not going to mention them all, but those are my two that I will mention. And even though who's the favorite in here? I don't even think there's an odds on
The number 10.
3-1. I mean, it's a 3-1 pick coming in as a favorite. So you know that there's some room for anybody to upset. So those are going to be my two, and then I did have that one as one of my picks too. But with that, let's go to Zach, Magic Chef Z.
Yeah, I ended up taking 3 here. My number one pick is going to be the 11 horse Stocking Gray. I just like the run on January 18th when he ran 6.5. I don't know if that's down the hill with the asterisk, but he ran a 113-2 and got an 89 speed rating.
This is she.
80, she got an 89 buyers, my mistake. And
yeah, it was downhill. The last two races were downhill.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that one on top. Just ran 2 stakes races, dropping in class. So I'm using her. So the 11 horse could be my number one pick. I also like the number 10 horse, Nene's Diamond. That was a good run last time, and the run before that was pretty good. But this is going to be the 3rd time on the grass, and the horse hasn't finished out the money. Hernandez is back up, Pipey, good jockey trainer combination at 33%. And the last horse I'm going to take is Miss Roberts, the number 5 horse.
Oh yeah, Miss Roberts.
Yeah, with Hector Barrios coming out of a stake race as well. Last 2 runs were pretty good. I should say the one that he hadn't run out since October. I should say the February 1st run, closing. The last run, she didn't have Lasix. This time she gets the Lasix back. Same thing with the number 11. So those are going to be my 3, the 11, 10, and the number 5 horse.
Okay. And with that, let's go to Gary. Hot Play G.
I got 2 horses I like in this race. I know it's pretty open field, but I like the 10 horse. I like the favorite on the board there. She's shown that she's a 5-year-old mare here, and she's got speed. She can come from behind. It'll give Hernandez a chance to do what he want to do with it, and I think she'll give him a stick. She had a little steady in there in the mid stretch last time. Ames just got him up to her nose in front of these horses, but Nene Diamond was the favorite, and she ran like a favorite. She could have easily won that race. If you remember, I had Ann and Ash. Ann and Ash just nipped them right at the wire. Looked like a nose or something. They say a head, but looked like a nose. But anyway, I like that horse. But my best pick, I'm staying in the neighborhood. I'm gonna go Barnes to Roberts. That's what I'm gonna do, because that's what's happening on tomorrow. There's gonna, in these races on the downhill, somebody come closing, because some legs gonna get weary on the front end. I'm gonna tell you that right now. On that downhill, some legs gonna get weary, and I like these older horses. Coming out the stakes race, just like they mentioned. He said he's coming back and getting a Lasix again. She gonna feel like, look how she was closing that race before on February 1st. First race back. 11 limbs back. 7 limbs back. Come stretch time. Give me some room. Off slow and in traffic. I'm gonna say it again because I don't think y'all heard me clear enough. I said she was off slow and in traffic. It still came up second. Barry, he loves to come from behind on somebody that got some engine in her. I know Tim Barnes, I know Miss Roberts don't look like they can run too bad, but those are both winners. They're on the hill, baby.
Man.
I'm gonna go Miss Roberts on top. That's gonna be my best pick with Little Diamond on the back end. Those are my picks.
Okay, and just a quick mention here. I just like it is my all race, but I want to just make a note on this number 1 horse with Kamara up, because this horse on the front end can run it and did run against Stocking. So I just wanted to add that to my list, Pam, even though it's my all race. And with that,
It's
let's go
already on your
to
list.
Tada. I know.
Thank you very much.
I'm just saying I'm
Thank
highlighting.
you very much.
I highlighted 3 horses: the 12, the 14, and the 1. That's all.
So what he said about Miss Roberts. What Hot Play was speaking on, maybe just add Barnes to my I saw it, but you put it together. So I gotta add that one on now. But yeah, number 5, Miss Roberts. I see Burials and Miss Roberts coming a closing. He rated last race. They could get close just in time for this race to win this one. But I also like number 7, Summer Lake, who has won at this distance, and Gonzalez Rise. And again,
And that's a good one. That's a hot long
Gonzalez
shot.
is at 50% win. And then I like number 11, Shocking Gray, who has also won at this distance. Yeah, this downhill course is no joke. You got to have, if you can go wire to wire, you pretty bad. And I don't know anybody can do that out of these horses. So, again, those are my picks. And my single is number 5, Miss Roberts.
Summer Lake.
Okay, and with that, let's head over to race number 12 and let's wrap it up.
There's some good works on that horse as well, Miss Roberts.
Yeah. All right, 12th race.
46 and change.
Come on. They're going a mile on the turf. There's an optional claiming of $80,000. The purse is $69,000. These are 4-year-olds and up. Here's the field. The 1 horse is Genius Jimmy at 5-1. The 2 horses is Lamas at 10-1. The 3 horses Covey at 12-1. The 4 horses Eye on Rye at 6-1. The 5 horses Red Cross Knight at 8-1. The 6 horses Man Among Men at 20-1. The 7 horses Irish Prophet at 10-1. The 8 horses Heart Headed at 6-1. 9 horses Cathal at 7-2. And the 10 horses City of Exile at 9-2. That's the field.
All right, Dennis on the Grill D. I had 3 horses in this race. My number 1 pick went to the 9, Cortel, or Cortel. And this got my number 1 prime pick number here. Burials is up in the saddle. This is a saddler horse. Horse looks 29th and the 22nd of March ran those 5-1 there, which looks really good. So this is going to be my number 1 pick. Just missed last time. Got missed by a neck. So here we go again. And then my second pick went to the number 2 horse here. Let me get up here to the 2. Lamas. This horse, the Irish horse here, Ireland horse, crowded last time out. And that was in a grade 3 that he ran in February. Also coming out in that March 29th, ran that 5 at 58-1. So that's really strong to show the horse is ready to roll. And then my last pick went to the 5 horse, I believe, here. And the 5, Red Cross King. Always like this horse. Here we go again with this horse. So at 47, prep run there on March 30th. It's a workout. Show the horse is ready to go. The horse runs up front and could go wire to wire with these horses. So with that, I'll turn it over to Zach, Magic Chef Z.
Wow, another tough race. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna end up taking 3 horses here. My number 1 pick is going to be the rail horse, Genius Jimmy. Good run last time. Got an apprentice jockey up this time around again. Just couldn't hold him off and spit it out at the last minute, lost by a neck. Going the same distance, this horse should be a lot tighter. Good work's coming back, so that's going to be my number 1. I also like the number 8 horse, the horse who won that race, Hard Headed. think this horse is going to run it again. You know, the horse is always digging in and should be in position to go on and win this race as well. And then the last horse, I guess I'm going to take Lamas, the number 2 horse. Just coming out of that stakes run, a grade 3. Horse is finally getting some Lasix back. So I think the horse is going to do a better job than the last 2 runs. And they ran grade 2 and grade 3. Didn't do so well, but did run in those races. And now he's dropping down to a level that definitely competitive. So those are my 3.
And with that, let's go to Gary. Hot plate G.
And I'm not on mute. So here's the deal. I like this is my officially my all race. Officially my all race.
Got it.
Let's break this down. Okay.
Break it down.
Let's break it down.
Officially.
Now
Let's break it down.
Great. First off, I don't think no horse is going wire to wire in this race. Okay, so I'm throwing out these horses on the front end. Okay, that's just it. There's gonna be some more competition up there. I think gonna build something. So we're gonna see somebody running mid-pack or coming from far off the pack. That's my prediction. You know, you guys have your own, but that's mine. Okay, so there's a few horses I like here. I'm gonna start off talking about this 4-horse, Eye on Rise. Okay, I went back, I looked at these previous races. You'll notice that Eye on Rise was favored the last race, right? And she was favored. He was favored pretty good that last race. But I went back, I looked at the race, and the horse had trouble in the stretch. He's getting ready to make a move. Then he had an alter in the stretch. So he got blocked off, so they didn't send him. Now he comes back. Nice little works in there. I think he's wound up, ready to go. So you got to keep your eye on the ride. Okay, so the next horse I like is the outside horse who was bet in that same race, one of the favorites, City Exile. You see him up there at 9-2, at 10 horse at 9-2, one of these Great Britain horses. And Hernandez had a bobbled in the beginning of the race. He's trying to get out there a little bit. Hernandez comes back. He bet at 4-1. If he didn't do something right, then Hernandez wouldn't come back. And you got Amata, who's great on the turf, and Hernandez sitting out there at 9-2. They got the outside race, so people might think, okay, he ain't got a shot. I'm telling you, dude, this is a racehorse here. You throw out that last race, you'll see he's been first or second. I hit the board almost every time he's been out there. This is a fighting horse. So you want to keep him out there. The next horse I'm going to go to is a horse I had the last time he ran. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Man Among Men, the 6th horse. Man Among Men. Man Among Men, I think he had a little freshener right there in that 6 furlong race. Went off at 8.5. But this is the type of race where he can come back and do his thing. And I love the work since his race. Now, Mandela, as you know, all of you know, he doesn't train his horses fast. I see a 47 change Breeze, not Handily, Breeze. Man Among Men at 20-1 could be your shot horse. Remember, this is my all race. The last one I'm going to, and I know I can get beat with these horses. Don't get me wrong. That's why it says all race. And my best pick is going to be Heart Headed. Okay, Heart Headed, the 8 horse. Now, if you look at that last race, the last 2, let's go to February 1st and read in the column. He's 3 or 4 wide there and surged late. I said he surged late. So he got some energy at the end of the race. Then when he came back in this next race that he won, running on the front end at 16-1, just kind of, mid-bag and running second. Then he said, let's go get him. He wins the race, but I love it when they say he dueled. And what did he do? He dug in. He dug in. That means that horse is tight. He's ready to go. Comes back, he get a little breather work. He can come back and beat these horses again. He dug in, he got the win. So I'm gonna take Hard Headed as my best pick, but I sure like to see Man Among Men. Those are my picks.
Okay, and with that, let's go to Tada.
I was just looking at Hard Headed, which is one of my picks. When he's in this $80,000 optional claiming, he wins. And Pierre's back. So yeah, I like them because these are my picks. This could be my all race. I like 4 horses. I like number 1, Genius Jimmy. Love Santa Anita. 5 races, has won 2 of them. I like number 2, Lamas. Has won 4 out of 9 races last year. I like number 8, Hard Headed. Love Santa Anita 2 and This Distance. But my single is number 10, City Exile. This form, I don't usually bet on foreign horses. I just don't. But this foreign-born horse, after 4 months off and travels overseas, wins his maiden race at this distance, at this surface and track. This horse is impressive to me. Was off for how many months? And came back and won that ran that last race, and then coming back again. Yeah. And that work right there, that 59-4, I'm saying yes. City Exile with Juan Hernandez. That's my single.
Okay. Well, with that, let's see what we got. Go ahead, Tada.
Okay. 8, 9.
What race is it starting?
7th race.
Okay.
We have the 1, 7, and 12. We have the 2, 4, and 7. We have the 4 and the 10. We have the 1, 2, and 4. We have the 5, 11, and 14. And the 12th race, we have the 1, the 8, 9, and the 10. $50,000.
Pick 4 out the door.
What is that? 10 times. That 6 times 24. Equals times 2 equals 864.
How much?
864.
864. Thank you.
864 out the door. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'd like to thank you for tuning into our podcast, the Morgan Mentada's Horse Racing Handicapping Podcast, being brought to you by Zing Baby Enterprise. And you'll find us on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, MMTHorseRacing.com. Again, MMTHorseRacing.com. And as usual, MMT is a entertainment podcast and solely for entertainment value. So please play responsibly. And with that, we're just going to be on a hiatus. I think next week.
Yep.
We'll be on a hiatus.
And the week after.
And the week after, I think we're coming back around the 19th.
Yes.
So hit them hard. Hit them hard this time. We gave you some good picks, some good horses to look at. And you can get your pick 6 like we're going to do ours. And we're cooking up winners. So cook them up.
Cook them up.
And we are out.
You're on mute.
They have that new dog. They have that new dog. All right. Karma4horses.com. This organization has been around since 2008. They are dedicated to taking care of racing horses after they retired from the sport. Some of these athletes enjoy being retrained, working with children and adults. Some enjoy living off the fat of the land. Either way, they deserve it. To support, as we do, MMT, Karma4horses.com. And then there's also Robinson's Ranch, an organization in Phoenix, Arizona, facilitating the work of rehabilitation with children and their families Their website is robinsonranch.org. Thank you.